It's hard to have conversations with people who get to this point.
Barack Obama had big part of 9/11.
Which part?
Not being around, always on vacation, never in the office.
Do you personally know anyone that got to that point and is perhaps still there? Early on in this book, he brings up this idea of deep canvassing. If you haven't heard of it, it's a method of political persuasion that focuses on empathetic, non-judgmental conversations to shift deeply held beliefs. Unlike traditional canvassing, which often relies on quick talking points or data, deep canvassing involves longer face-to-face discussions where the canvasser listens actively, affirms the person's humanity, and gently introduces personal stories or perspectives that challenge assumptions. The goal isn't to win the conversation, but to create space for reflection by building trust and emotional connection. And research has shown that this method can be surprisingly effective in changing views on polarizing topics like immigration, LGBTQ+ rights, and racial justice, especially when people feel they are being heard rather than lectured. However, applying deep canvassing with the MAGA crowd poses a unique challenge. Many of these people are not just passively informed, they are deeply entrenched in a worldview that is emotionally and socially reinforced by right-wing media, conspiracy theories, and a strong sense of identity tied to Trump himself. For these people, disagreement can feel like an attack on their values, their tribe, or even their self-worth. Deep canvassing relies on a willingness, however slight, to question one's own beliefs, but with some of these die-hard Trump supporters, that opening simply may not exist. When someone has built their entire worldview around distrust of outsiders, distrust of media, distrust of the left, even the most patient, empathetic approach may bounce off a psychological wall. Now, this doesn't mean the method is useless, but it highlights how depolarization is not just about strategy. It's also about timing, openness, and emotional readiness, conditions that for some may not yet be in place and may never be in place.